Welcome to a very special Sunday Night Gaming. This is Fallout the board game. I've shown a little bit of this before. Um, and this came out when? In 2019, I think? I gotta look at some of these. This is the add-on. Um, I do believe, yeah, 2018? Yeah. So this is pretty much like, if you had an open world. If the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom had the same mechanic or whatever, right? Or Breath of the Wild. This is the mechanic they use. Now, the problem with the board game itself was that the original had the achievements, right? You got these achievement points and you had these little cards, but it was competitive, right? It was designed to be competitive, and it behaved just like the video game. I'd rather do this. I have Fallout New Vegas on my Steam Deck, and I'd rather play this than because I can't understand New Vegas. I just can't. And so this one, and then there's the add-on that was New California and had a competitive thing going on. And then this is corrects everything with the competitive upgrade pack or cooperative. So what they should have done, Final Fantasy Flight, Bethesda. This is better than what is that? That space one, Starfields. I was gonna think it was Gravity, Levity. I could not remember the name of the fucking game that was like 6,000 hours long and no planets, no populated planets. It's Starfield, right? So this is better than Starfield. Let's set this up. And here inside, we have, I put everything in here. So I got the rules reference. You always got to have your rules reference. And then we have the setting up, learn to play. Um, and I will say that I like, no video game bits necessary, no plugins, okay? And I think these are the achievements or whatever you get, the perks. There's all kinds of mechanics in this version. I have this one here, and I think this is the New California. So what I have to figure out right now is let's figure out which, I'm only going to do one player. So let's figure out what avatar I'm using. Here's the introduction. I really can't read all this. When you step into the wasteland, you are on your own. Welcome to Vault 84, and by following the survival guide. So here you got the special. This is important for leveling up, getting perks. Surviving the wasteland. And this is the card. This is the most important part. This is, choose your own path. It's very similar to War with the Evil Power Master, but much more complex because you can't always remember. It's like think of a family tree with the diagrams, right? But it's kind of like each of these paths branch. They really worked hard on that part. It's just the rewards you get at the end were shit, and that fucked with the competitive nature. So they had to work it all to be cooperative. So in here are the character cards, and I am like really close to the phone because what I'm going to do is these are all the characters from both the original board game and the New California expansion. And those are the only figures that exist. There are no figures in the last upgrade. So I'm going to shuffle these cards. I'm not going to even look at these cards, okay? And I have, this is a table. This is a nice table. You can take the legs off the table and move the body of the table around, and you put it. I like furniture you can kind of manipulate around, because it's just, I hate moving big furniture. Oh, I hate moving big furniture. I'm just looking around now. Okay, so I'm shuffling the cards, and I'm going to pick one card, and that's going to be my avatar. And it is, what is it? Who is that? This is Caravan Merchant. So that's who I'm going to be using for this game. Caravan Merchant. And he's got Lady Butterheart. I'm going to put on some light. Okay. After setup, gain 4 caps. When you perform a camp action, you may shop once. Other survivors may give you 1 cap to shop once. So it's just where you get the 4 caps. So I could do that. So that's really good. What is that thing? That looks like a horrid creature. Okay. This is my character here. This is the avatar that matches my figurine. So, and this is the letter C. And I'm going to put this in here. So that will spell out special. Now, this is very important later on for leveling up. And to the right of the special, you can see the perks. So if your character's a hero or vilified, if he's drugged, if he's healthy, whatever the condition of your character is. And here you got the XP, or not XP, the HP. This is the red is your heart points. These are the rads. And when the gray peg, there's 3 pegs. The gray pegs go on the top of the special leveling up. The green is the rad, and the red is the HP. When the green and the red cross the streams in Ghostbusters terms, your character's dead and cannot respawn. That will be the end of the game. So let me see if I can find the figure. And there is my guy. You can't really make any changes like, customize your character, but I suppose you could paint him if you want. I'm going to put him down here. And now I got to figure out what the scenario will be. So in here are over 10 scenarios. And just like shuffling the figurines and all that, I'm going to take out the cards. And I would like to shuffle them as best as I can. Now, some of them are from the original game, and some of them are from the second version and then the third version. So this is going across all the board game and the 2 updates, the DLC. This one here is DLC. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock him down, because that is the guy I'm using. So I'm going to start shuffling these. I'm going to be looking. I'm just looking at. The only thing I'm looking at is my phone, and I don't want to be cheating here. So I can't convince you I'm not cheating, but I don't know which scenario is the easiest. They're all pretty difficult. Now, each of these, the way the wastelands are, okay, there are these hexagons here, okay? Now, some of these are double-sided, so they're appropriate for the map. Other ones have a green exclamation mark for what's the mysterious place. There are red ones that have more like radiation, fallout radiation, so you have to be very careful. So I'm going to be shuffling these really quick and see what we get. And I might start a couple of moves or two, and I think you can still get these. They marched down. I remember I bought the original board game at $50 at Target, and then they marked it down to $20. I was like, God damn! But you never knew if it was going to be there or not. So I'm just like very carefully shuffling, not looking. Okay, I'm going to pick this. This is like the 3rd or 4th one from the top, and let's see what this one is. This is the pit. Now, is it the pit? I think this is the pit expanded. Oh, this is a large one. So if you saw the hexagons are about, I would say about 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches in width. Then you can imagine how big this is going to be. So I have to set this up. And there you have it. This is, what are we calling this? The pit expanded? Yeah, this is it. This is the pit. Look at that. So there's my avatar there. Okay, we got 1 main quest and 2 side quests, and then we got the special. So we got this. So I'm gonna try to complete the main quest, and then if I want to complete the side quests, that's also optional. I have to flip this over and set it up a certain way, and we have to determine which side we want to be on. Do we want to be on the I forget what it is here. You're either, so here it is here. Rebel slaves. Worked to death in the steel mills of the pit, the slaves are rising up. Or I can be the slavers. Led by the raider boss Asher, the slavers lord over the population of the pit while they claim to engineer a cure to the rampant sickness. So I can either be the slavers or the rebel slaves. You're either going to be the left or the right guys. So I do have a little token in there that I have to use later on for this game. And actually, it's a little bit different. So let me figure this out. Okay, so I have a double-sided. So I'm going to kind of shake this up in my hand. It is a little piece of paper after all. And whatever it lands on is the faction that I'm going to join. It is, I am going to take the side of the slavers. That's how it works. So I have to turn this over and put the red star. This is according to the final expansion rules. So when this moves down to the red, then it's game over and the other faction wins. And there's a lot of other complex setups. There's the shop that I can put the caps. But right now, I'm just gonna build it slowly. I don't want to just overwhelm my. See, the problem is I overwhelm myself with this game by putting up everything at once, and I'd rather just. So right now I have the enemies here. These enemies will activate and spawn after my turn. The enemies make their turn. They activate and then they'll move slowly towards me. These are the rad areas, the more dangerous areas. These are the more like mystery areas. This is where I start. This is, there's different rules for climbing and stuff. You have I think you have 4 basic actions that you can take. So after that, the enemies activate. So let's go ahead and look at the rules here. Or not the rules, I'm sorry, the campaign. So for right now, because I'm just going to focus on the main campaign, this is how the story starts, okay? So here I got the 4 caps and everything. Okay, so everything's set up. This will move along with experience after defeating an enemy or going to the shop, I think. I'm trying to remember when you level up, but I have all the rules for that. Okay, so this is into the pit. I'm going to be looking at this carefully. So you happen upon a man seeing this new wasteland. Please, he says, if you see my friends, tell them I made it, that there is a way out, and whatever you do, don't let the slavers know I've come this way. So I have to report any escaped slave. So this is for any shop. So you can go to any store. It's any level store. So like you see that symbol there for the Haven, that's a shop icon. So it doesn't matter. And my reward for that will be you can place shield in your space. So once I do that, you can inform the man's friends. So we're going to report the escaped slave. We're going to be an asshole. Okay, he kind of looks like a white redneck asshole anyway. So we'll just do that. So let me go over my moves again. Okay, so resolving a turn, I can do one of these things: explore, move, quest, encounter, fight, and camp, where you could recover some HP. This is what Zelda. If they had, like I said, if they had made a final edition of this game, which would have been a rectangular box, and then take these same mechanics over to Zelda, made a Zelda board game like Hyrule's this. I did this. This was my inspiration to make Zelda 4 Swords of the Wild, along with the original board game from '87, the one from Japan that never came here. Way better than the Milton Bradley one. This would have been a much better game. As it is, this is what we got. So I'm going to do 2 actions, and then I'm going to activate those enemies, and we'll see what levels they are. I'm at. So let's see. What are we going to do here? I can move up to 2 times. And I think that this little space here can go both ways. This means you get a total of 2 points per move for each turn you get. So I'm going to spend all my 2 points to move here, and I'm going to pick one of these, and that'll end my turn. I'm going to pick the one on the right and see what that gets me. This is rough terrain or high terrain. And there's an insect there. Okay, so there's the insect there. Now I'm going to activate all 3 of these. Or 4 of them, actually. There's 4. Let's see what he is. He is a... This is a... what the fuck is that? Some sort of queen. Some sort of insect. Amberler queen. Or Myrler queen. That's a level 3. And you have to hit him 3 times in the head and 3 times in the leg. And there's different characteristics about it on the bottom, on that yellow section right there. This one here is a level 2, and that is a Robo Brain. It's like these are robot ones. And this one is, this is a Raider Scum. This is a level 1. So I can shoot him once in the head, once in the chest, depending if I have a weapon. I think I don't have a weapon to use. So, or long range weapon to use. I have to use short range. I have to use dice. And this is a level 2 Stingwing. It's a sort of a weird fly. So that's it. So the next turn, they're going to move closer, and they're going to move closer. Then I have to fight them. Any of these ones with the gun, there's 2 of them. Those ones, this one has no characteristics to worry about, but these 2 have guns, and they can shoot in the adjacent space that you're on. Or rather, my character's on. So, yeah, how exciting is this? It's exciting. It's more exciting than Starfield. Going back to this, any level shop, I have to complete a quest of some type. So we'll figure that out. But right now, it is my turn. I've got to do 2 actions. We're going to explore another tile. This is the green one to the left. And this green one we have a red rocket station, but that's not where I need to be going. So, and then there's a skull enemy. So I did one. So the only other move I can make safely is go to the red rocket station for now. I can still go to the station. If I cross that, that will affect me, and so this would go up. Okay, as it is, you lose these points when you lose a battle, or if you lose a challenge of some type. So here I am at the red rocket station, and now it's the enemy's damn turn. So here I will activate this guy by turning him over. This is a level 2, what the fuck is that? Raider Psycho? Okay. So now it's time to move this insect thing 1 step closer. This one will be 1 step closer, 1 step closer, 1 step closer. Okay. So these enemies are now moving towards this guy. So it's like Jaws. Da 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 da. Snacker. Snacker smells dessert. You know. So it's like Jaws. Okay. So you gotta really be careful here. Now, I'm checking. Yeah, this guy does not. This guy has no gun. So if he had a gun, that would be like you have to immediately fight him, and you have to like defend, and that would affect that. Okay, I might do something a little different for my next 2 turn, or my next two actions for this turn. I'm gonna go through the shop, or the red rocket station right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just shuffle these cards really quick, and I'm gonna do about maybe 6 more minutes of this. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle these. These represent, an important station. Then there's a shop. I'd rather just, I know you're supposed to set it up in a more complex way according to the rules, all the red caps, the blue caps, the shop, but it gets to be so messy, and I don't play with other people. So imagine if they designed D&D this way. But I mean, I liked the rules. I liked the way it was set up when I saw it at Target. So okay, I'm going to okay, I'm gonna take the first card off of this and see what it tells me. So here it is. So I'm going to bring it over here, actually. That's a star, meaning that it's not part of the number set. So let me see what we got here. So radiation permeates the wasteland here. Hold on. Raiders seem to stay away from it. So for fuck's sake. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm going to read it from here. Radiation permeates the wasteland here. Raiders seem to stay away from it, and you drool at the thought of the unspoiled riches it might hold. The deeper you go, however, the more dangerous it will be. So let me see. I don't have a 3-sided die or anything like that, but let me see what I have here. Okay, here we go. So I got my sword, shield, blank dice from Magic the Gathering. It's still in my tiny plastic jar. I always keep these things. You never know. Okay, so we got sword, shield, and a blank. The sword will be number 1. The shield is number 2, and blank is number 3. I'm going to roll this now. Let's see what we got. And that will be choice number 2. So that's the shield. And so my choices were to play it safe on the outskirts, explore some of the moderately irradiated areas, or head to where the radiation is. So I decided to explore some of the moderately irradiated areas. So that's option 2. You find some stuff, but nothing worth the trouble, and you're beginning to feel a little bit ill. Suffer 2 rats and get something from the shop. So I have to move this over. So that's where my rat is right now. That's my indicator right there. God. Oh, well. And so I get something from the shop. Let me show you the... These are the goodie bags, the loot. These are loot cards, okay? So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This is the loot I will choose. That's on the card. That's on the table there. I have a whole bunch of these. So let me go ahead and take a look and see which one this is. This is, what is that? This is Intelligence Bobblehead. Oh, look, I got a bobblehead. Immediately discard this card and then gain an eye perk. So, where are my spelling letter thingies? This is it here, everyone. The little things you get for experience and shit. So, that there is special. So, I'm not sure if I gain experience from that. I'm assuming the answer, well, no, because it's a building. It's not the. If it's one of these, then yes. And I think we will. I'll put this at the bottom of the stack of cards here, and we will go ahead and complete the next one. This one we'll do the side quest. I'm going to do 243. Okay, so this is a side quest. You find a briefcase filled with documents about a pre-war vault. Clearly somebody left it here by mistake, so 1 and 2. So this is option 1, this is option 2. Tails, heads, tails. Let's see. I'm gonna it's not easy doing a board game where you have to make it all happen, right? So I'm gonna where would the coin be? Oh, well, hold on. Doesn't count. Hold on, does not count. I'm going to spin it to the top of this. Hold on. God damn it. Let me do it my way. Okay. Fuck. Okay, option 1. Shit. Look through the papers. Okay. You learn the location of one of the hidden vaults, stage 190, and then trash this one. Okay. All right. So we're going to end this on their moves, the enemy's moves. So, and actually, even though it's a side quest, I moved the gray peg to the C. And when you get to the end, you go back to here, you level up, you get a perk. There's different mechanics here. So let me go ahead and move the enemies. This one will move here. This one moves here. He'll move down here. This guy will move here. And here we have the Raider Psycho versus my avatar. So here's a battle. I like these dice because they have the little green things represent when they fight when you're able to when they fire back at you. So we do not want the little green splotches. We want to be able to hit this guy. So the chalk outline of the body is in our favor. The little green spots are in the enemy's favor. And so what I'm going to do is roll these 3 dice and see what we get for this one battle. And that'll end the enemy's turn and go back to my turn. Okay, we got it. That's it. So we got 1, 2, 3. So that means we go from 16 to 13. And let me see, what was his weakness? Chest and legs. We hit him in the chest twice, and we still have to hit him in the legs, I think. Um, so we still have to hit him in the legs twice to defeat him. So it's a long battle. I still like this game. It's difficult. Um, I think you're supposed to keep battling him, but you can also move to another place. You can get hurt. You can explore. You can camp. You cannot camp with the enemy in the space. You have to go to a different space, but they'll keep moving towards you. So there you go. Fallout, Fantasy Flight, not the other ones with the where you use the ruler to measure your movements. That's a whole separate thing. It's the Fantasy Flight, and it's on Amazon where you can find it.